Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about the movie Happily. Now, this movie stars Joel McHale and Kerry Bishe, and I've got to tell you, this thing hooked me right from the synopsis. Did it deliver though? I'm excited to give you my spoiler-free review, but before I do, I'd love it if you take 1 second and hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get into it.
Hey, Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel.
Okay guys, so Happily is going to be available for premium video on demand on March 19th. And you guys, this one is a lot of fun. So basically the premise is there is this couple and they are madly in love and they have been married for 14 years, yet they're still hooking up all the time. Like they said, they average like 2.5 times a day hooking up, like still. They never fight. It's very weird. So much so that their friends are like, you aren't normal. You're pod people. We can't hang out with you anymore. And they uninvite them to a couple's weekend because they just can't. They go everywhere. They're constantly have their hands all over each other. And they're like, this is weird and awkward and it's not normal. You guys are weird. Go away. So basically, they're home. They're kind of like, this is crazy that our friends uninvited us to this couple's party. And Stephen Root, he plays this very weird guy. He shows up at their house and he says, hey, there was a mistake. You're both defective. And now that you're together, it's even weirder. We need to write this. Here's this briefcase. It's got these syringes full of this random goo. You inject it into yourself. You're going to wake up next morning feeling normal. You guys are going to fight and you're not going to forgive each other in like a minute. You're not going to have your hands all over each other all day, every day. You guys will be normal. So here you go. Obviously, they don't really like what they're hearing. Things get crazy and we end up with a dead body. And very shortly after the dead body, we also end up with they get reinvited to the couple's weekend. So this leads to this movie that is just basically the whole movie is more or less at the couple's weekend. There's the very quick setup, what I just told you guys. And they're there and they're trying to act like it's normal and there's all this crazy stuff going on. And so you've got this suspense of like, what is actually happening, right? Are they really like pod people? Are they really like defective humans? Or like, how did this happen? Like, who was this Stephen Root guy? So you've got all this suspenseful stuff going throughout. There's definitely some twists and turns along the way. I don't really want to say too much more about the actual movie itself because I don't want to give spoilers. I will say there were some moments I predicted, some things I was totally right about from almost the beginning, but some things that took a total twist and turn and I was like, I had no idea that was going to happen. The score is great. There's a lot of moments that really set up some suspenseful moments, some dark moments that I was a fan of. I thought the music was really great choices along the way. Cinematography is pretty decent. There's some awesome shots. There's one at the beginning in a bathroom. It's got like red lighting. You guys might have seen a clip of it in the trailer. If you watched the trailer, that was one of my favorite scenes, just the way it was shot. And there's a couple more way later on that really stood out to me. I don't want to give them away though, so I'm not really going to talk about them. But as you watch the movie, I think you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Involving the house that they live in. There's some really great angles that they capture, and I shouldn't say that they live in, but that they're having their couples weekend in. One thing that really bothered me is that Breckenmeyer is in this. Now, I adore Breckenmeyer. I love him. I mean, I've loved him since Clueless. I think he's fantastic, but also Franklin and Bash. I loved that show. I think he did a great job, and they really underused him. He was in here to throw a couple of funny one-liners out, and that's it. One, which, by the way, will make me laugh whenever I hear it anywhere. It's involving puzzles. Just wait till you get to that point. It's really, really funny. But I just felt like he was really underused, and I was kind of bummed about what they did with his character and his character arc. Not to say it was a bad thing. I mean, barely a character arc, because he's not even in this movie. I just really would have liked more of him. I think he's fantastic, but kind of the same with a lot of the supporting characters. There's these two main supporting characters, and the rest of them all kind of fall behind, which was a little sad. I would have liked to see more of them because they're all very, very talented people. Now, this is a dark comedy, so there is a lot of humor in this. As dark as it is and as crazy as it is, like, there's a lot of humor. There was a lot of times I found myself laughing so hard. I mean, you have Joel McHale. He's absolutely hilarious. He's really good in this. He kind of plays a straight man a little bit here and there, which is a little weird because I'm used to him throwing out the one-liners and being funny. He does have some of those, but not as many as I would have expected from him. It's more the rest of the characters that are throwing in the humor. Threw me off a little bit, but still here for it. So this movie was really funny. I liked the ending a lot. I liked the twists and turns along the way. A little bit predictable, not too predictable. Great score, great cinematography. Overall, just the plot was really super interesting, and it felt like, I don't want to say we haven't totally seen it before, but some parts of it we definitely haven't seen before, and it was very interesting, and that last 30 minutes really hooked me. I really enjoyed the last 30 minutes, although the whole ride was good as well. I give this movie a 3.5 out of 5, so check it out if you want. I mean, it comes out on the 19th. I thought it was great. I mean, I love Joel McHale too, so I've got to say that. I'm a sucker for Joel McHale. And they even threw Breckenmeyer in there, who I adore, even though he was underused. But yeah, it was a fun and interesting one. And like, I can't imagine being all over my husband like that after 14 years. I don't know. I mean, I love my husband. We've been married 11 years. And that's just, I think what I love so much about this movie is that their friends are like, you are weird. This is not normal. Fight. I just thought it was funny. I don't know. I was entertained. If you guys have already seen Happily by the time you get to this review, let me know what you think down below in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. You can follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Mama's Geeky over there, MAMASGEEKY. Also, Real Tessa Smith over on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, thanks for taking the time to watch this, guys. I'll see you next time.